Hey everyone, welcome to Gracefully Unraveled. Today I have a pattern that's not my own. Instead, I'm sharing a pattern from Holley-Shae. Holley-Shae is a crochet pattern designer. She has free patterns on her blog by Holley-Shae.com and also sells some of her patterns on Etsy and Ravelry. This pattern specifically can be found on her website, which I will have linked both in the description box and in the comment section down below. If you click on that link, it'll take you directly to a written pattern where you can find the pattern notes and materials that you'll need in order to start this sleepy sloth pillow. So in this video, I'm not going to show you how to embroider the eyes, nose, and mouth. If you want me to make that video, you can let me know in the comment section down below, and I would be more than happy to do that for you. In part 1 of the sleepy sloth pillow, I showed you how to make the face panel, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make the edges in the back panel, as well as the eye patches. Then I will show you how I sewed the eye patches on. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you do that so you don't miss any more cool tutorials that I put out in the future. If you like this sloth in turquoise, give this video a thumbs up. So the first thing you're probably going to notice is that I'm using a completely different yarn. I had a technical difficulty with my first recording of the sloth pillow, so I had to remake the entire pillow again. I knew I didn't have enough natural tones to finish it, so my new choice of colors was between purple and turquoise shades. If you're watching this video, then you probably finished rounds 1 through 15, which are all of the increase rounds for this pillow, and you should have switched to the head color for round 15. And you might be freaking out at this super obvious color change right here, but don't worry, we're going to cover it up with an eye patch. For round 16 through 26, we're going to half double crochet into the first stitch, and then we're going to put our stitch marker back. Then we're going to simply half double crochet into every stitch around. So no increases or decreases on these rounds, just one half double crochet in every stitch. This is going to make the sides of the pillow, and once you're done with these rounds, it should look like a basket. So go ahead and finish up these rounds and then come back here to finish up. Alright, so I didn't do all 11 rounds because I knew I would run out of yarn, and I also didn't have enough stuffing to make the full-size version of the pillow, so I stopped after 3 rounds of maintaining. To begin, we're going to decrease into the very first stitch. So to do that, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert our hook into the second stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you should have 5 loops on your hook. And at this point, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. Now we're going to put our stitch marker back. And then for the next 13 stitches, we're going to put a half double crochet. After we've finished our 13 half double crochet, we are going to decrease again, and then we are going to follow this pattern around for the rest of this round. So 13 half double crochet, decrease. For round 28, we are going to half double crochet 6 times, then decrease. So first we're going to put our first stitch and put our stitch marker back. Then we will half double crochet our next 5 stitches. And now we're going to decrease. After our decrease, we're going to half double crochet 12 stitches and then decrease. And then we're going to follow that around until we get to our last 6 stitches. Once you've decreased your last time for this round, you should have 6 stitches left. You're just going to half double crochet into the last 6 stitches. All right, round 29 begins with a decrease. And then we're going to half double crochet 11 times. And then decrease again. Now we're going to follow this all the way around. I'm back at the beginning for round 30, and now I'm going to half double crochet 5 times. then decrease, then half double crochet 10 times, and once I've finished my 10 half double crochet, I'm going to decrease, and then I'm going to half double crochet 10 times and then decrease all the way around until I have 5 stitches left. Once you've done your last decrease for the round, you should have 5 stitches left, so you're just going to half double crochet in the last 5 stitches. Once you've finished round 30, you need to stop and make the nose and the mouth. You're going to embroider the nose around the first 2 rows horizontally, lining up with your color change. So whenever you put your eyes on, your eye patches on, it'll cover up the color change. If you need some extra notes on this, you can go to the link that I have down in the description box and also in the comment section below, and she has instructions at the bottom of the Sleepy Sloth pattern. Alright, so now you're done embroidering the face features and you're ready to move on to round 31. So we are going to begin this round with a decrease. Now you're going to half double crochet 9 times. And then decrease. You're just going to do that all the way around for round 31. For round 32, you're going to begin with a decrease. And then you're going to half double crochet 8. And then decrease, and then half double crochet 8, and then decrease, and you're going to do that all the way around. The rest of this pillow is going to follow that pattern where each round you're going to decrease after 1 less stitch. So we're at 8, and then the next round will be 7, and then the next round will be 6, and then the next round will be 5. If you've made amigurumi before, then you probably know what you're doing at this point, so you could hop off if you want. If you don't know what you're doing, you can keep watching and I'll show you. Round 33 is going to start with the decrease. Now we're going to half double crochet 7 times. And once we've made our 7 half double crochet, we are going to decrease, and then we're going to follow that pattern all the way around. For round 34, we're going to decrease, and then we're going to half double crochet 6 times, and then we're going to repeat that all the way around. For round 35, we're going to start with a decrease, and then we're going to half double crochet 5 times and then decrease, and then half double crochet 5 times and then decrease. Round 36, we're going to begin with a decrease, just like we have been. Then we're going to half double crochet 4 times, decrease again, half double crochet 4, decrease, half double crochet 4, decrease all the way around. Okay, after round 36, you're going to start stuffing your pillow. Once you've stuffed your pillow, we're going to move on to round 37. So round 37, we're going to start with a decrease, and then we're going to half double crochet 3 times. Once we've finished our 3 half double crochet, we're just going to make another decrease, and then we're going to make 3 half double crochet and then a decrease, and we're going to do that all the way around. All right, round 38, we're going to start with a decrease, now we're going to half double crochet 2 times, and then we're going to decrease. We're going to repeat that all the way around. Round 39, we're going to decrease, then half double crochet, decrease, half double crochet, decrease, half double crochet, around for the remainder. Okay, so once you've finished your decrease rounds, which was our last one was round 39, you're gonna cut your yarn and then you're gonna close up this hole. So put your yarn on your needle. So I'm just gonna stick my needle in this first stitch and pop it back out the second stitch. I'm gonna pull my yarn all the way through. And then I'm gonna do it again. We're just going to keep doing this all the way around. If you want to, you can go into more than 2 stitches at a time. Make sure before you cinch up this hole that you have your pillow stuffed the way you want it. And my last time. All right, so once you've made it all the way around, you're just going to yank this, not too rough though, you don't want to break it. And then we are going to sew the rest of this hole shut by making X-shaped seams. So we're going to insert our hook in one stitch up here and then in another stitch down here. Let me do this again without stuffing on top of my needle. So go in through a top stitch, pick a bottom stitch, go out through it. You're going to pull your needle and your yarn all the way through and you're going to pull it tight. Now we're going to make an X. So we're going to go in through this bottom stitch. And then we're going to go in through a stitch that lines up directly with it and pull our yarn all the way through. Pull tight. I'm going to do one more. Just pick a random spot now. Go in one side and out the other. Before I pull my yarn all the way tight, I'm going to insert my needle through this loop here to kind of form a knot. Pull it tight. And then I'm going to just stick my needle back into the center of this and send it out through a side spot. Let me get it where you can see it. All right, and that was the easiest tail burying you've ever done. Cut your yarn and flatten your pillow back out, and then you can move on to making your eye patch now, or eye patches. To begin with our eye patches, we are going to use our third color, and we're going to chain 15. Once we have our 15 chains, we are going to single crochet into the back bumps, even into this first stitch right here. We're going to put our hook into the back bump of that one, make a single crochet. And now we're going to single crochet into the next 13 stitches. So you should have one stitch left at the end that hasn't been worked. All right, so I've made it to the end. I've got my one chain left. Now I'm going to work around this chain so that I can work on the underside of my chains, of my stitches really. So we're going to put 3 single crochet into this last chain. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to work over this tail, and now we're going to work on the underside of these stitches. We're not going to put our first single crochet into this very first chain because we've already worked our 3 there. So we're going to move on to the next one and make 1 single crochet. Two single crochet. So you're just going to keep going until you have 13 single crochet on this bottom side. So we finished our 13 single crochet. So in this little corner stitch right here, this last stitch, we're going to put 2 single crochet. It's probably going to be pretty hard to stick your hook through there. It obviously is for me. All right, so 1, and 2. Now we're just going to keep working around. We're not going to join. For round 2, we're going to put 2 single crochet into this first stitch. And then we're going to single crochet 13 times. So in the next 13 stitches, so in these next 3 stitches, these ones that are going around, we're going to put 2 single crochet into each one. So 2 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Now that we've worked our first rounded side, we're going to put 13 single crochet along this bottom edge. So single crochet 13 times. And now in our last 2 stitches, we're going to put 2 single crochet. For round 3, we're just going to keep working around. So in these first 3 stitches, we're going to put 2 single crochet. and then we're going to work 13 single crochet across. So put a single crochet into the next 13 stitches. Now in these next 5 stitches, we're going to put 2 single crochets. On this bottom edge, instead of doing 13, we're going to single crochet 15 times. So 1 single crochet in the next 15 stitches. And then these last 2 stitches, we're going to put 2 single crochet into each one. At this point, we're going to join to the next stitch with a slip stitch. We're going to start round 4 with a chain 2. In this same stitch, we're going to double crochet. Okay, now we're going to double crochet 14 times, so 1 double crochet in the next 14 stitches. Once we've finished our 14 double crochet, we're going to half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So a half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Okay, in these next 7 stitches going around the bend, we're going to put 2 single crochet in each one. And once we've finished our 2 single crochet in each of the 7 stitches, we're going to put 5 half double crochet. In the next 5 stitches, you'll put 5 half double crochet. So we've made our 5 half double crochet. Now we're going to double crochet 16 times. Once we've made our 16 double crochet, we're going to join to the top of the chain 2 from the beginning of this round. Round 5, chain 1, and then we're going to half double crochet in the same stitch, and now we're going to half double crochet 14 times. So in the next 14 stitches we will put 1 half double crochet. Now you're going to single crochet in the next 5 stitches. And in this little bend, we're going to slip stitch 14 times. We finished our 14 slip stitches, so now we're going to single crochet in the next 5 stitches. We're going to make 16 half double crochet, which should bring us to the end of this round. Once you've made it to the end of this round, it says to join at the top of the chain. I'm going to join at the top of the first half double crochet. Alright, so once we've finished our eye patch, we're going to fasten off, and you're going to want to leave a really long tail so that you can sew this on. You're definitely going to want to have more than you're going to want to have less, just so you don't run out. When you put on these eye patches, make sure they have a tilt down, because that's the way that a sloth's eyes, like eye patches, are pointed, I guess. And then we are going to whip stitch these on. And this first one I'm going to show you is going to cover up the color change. So I'm just going to put this where I want it, hold it down, And I'm going to insert my needle into just part of this sloth's head and then into the eye patch in the very first stitch. Let me zoom in so you can see a little bit better. So insert into a random spot on the head, pretty close to the eye patch, and send the needle through the next stitch. And then you're just going to keep whip stitching all the way around until you get to the beginning, or the end if you want to call it that. And then you can do the other one. If you have time to stick around, check out these other yarn and crochet related videos that are popping up on the screen right now. If you want to learn how to make amigurumi eyes, click on the video on the right.